What's up, Team Buckhouse? Johnathan Buckhouse here, and it is time for another resort review. This is the video series where we go to a brand new ski resort and we absolutely rip it, we explore it, we see what this resort has to offer, then we're gonna come back here and we're gonna give it a score from 0 to 100. The way we're gonna get that score is we're gonna go through 10 categories, each category getting a score from 0 to 10. 0 is not applicable, meaning they don't have it at all. 1 is terrible, 5 is average, and 10 is best in the world. After we go through the 10 categories, we get our score. I will also tell you who this resort is for. And the resort that we are covering in today's video is Powder Mountain. So hit the subscribe button and let's jump into this resort review. Now, Powder Mountain has an elevation of 422 vertical feet, 2,200 skiable acres, a 2,200 vertical drop, and 8,464 skiable acres. And on their website, they say this is the largest ski resort in North America, which I didn't know that actually, so that's kind of mind-blowing. They also receive over 500 inches of snowfall every single year, and that is why it's called Powder Mountain. That's a lot of snow. So now let's jump into the lift prices. How expensive is it gonna be to come to Powder Mountain? And it's gonna be $115 for an all-day pass or $40 for night riding, which I didn't know they had night riding either until I reviewed it. And I know what you're thinking, $115, that's still kind of pricey for a single day of shredding, but hold on. They only sell 1,500 tickets a day, limiting the amount of people that can actually be on the ski resort. I didn't look up how many season passes they sell, but they also limit the amount of season passes they sell. So it is the most amount of skiable acres you can get with the least amount of people at any ski resort, because they, once again, they limit how many people are gonna be on that resort, which is incredible. And that is why that $115 actually goes a long way, because you're gonna get untouched, your own lines all day, because no one's there. So with all that being said, we gave them a 7 when it comes to lift prices, because I thought that was fair. Like, I was expecting like the 150 to 200 range. I was blown away. 115, I was like, what? Now lodging, we didn't stay there, but on their website they do have some ski in, ski out options for you. They don't have like a mega hotel at the bottom of the mountain, anything like that, but they do have these cool options for you, as well as they got places in town for you. There are options to stay with the resort, and a lot of them are unique and cool, so like look into the one that's gonna tailor best for you guys, and that is why for lodging I gave them a 6. Now, ease of access, how easy is it to get to this ski resort? And if you were to fly into Salt Lake City to, like, you know, if you're coming from Texas or something like that, it'll be an hour and 11-minute drive to the resort, which is really not that bad. And you're driving through Salt Lake City, so like major highway is super easy to get there. The road wasn't super gnarly as well. So when it came to ease of access, I gave them a 6 on the ease of access. Now, it probably makes sense why I'm reviewing Powder Mountain, because it's an awesome mountain, but also I do go to tiny little ski resorts all over the place, and the reason why I'm doing that is because I have a goal to ride every resort in the United States, and you guys can check out my progress by going to resortskimaps.com. This is a website with every resort in the United States, and if you click on any of the green guys, you can actually see the videos that we have filmed there. All the red ones means we haven't been there yet, so you can click on the top right-hand corner, see our schedule for the season. So if I haven't come to your ski resort yet, you can like take the time off of work, whatever, come ride with me, because my favorite thing is like riding with people at these resorts, because they can show me all around all the cool stuff, and so it's a lot easier, especially to like give a great review, if I rode with the locals and they were like, yo, this is what you need to do. With that being said too, locals give us all the gems, all the information that we might not have, like where's the best place to stay, what's the best place to eat, any of that information, favorite run, all that stuff. Comment that down below so we can help people, because that's the whole point of this video. But check out resortskimaps.com, because I actually use this to plan any of my trips, all the stuff. Like, I can spend hours on resortskimaps.com, and so can you. So resortskimaps.com, check it out. Now, chairlifts, we're gonna need to get up the mountain to rip the powder, because it's Powder Mountain, you know what I'm saying? And so they have 9 lifts. They're kind of in the like the middle of, like, they're not super old, but they're not like brand new lifts. They got you where you needed to go. I felt like sometimes they were in a weird spot. Like, you couldn't get to where you wanted to get off one lift, but if you took a different lift, maybe you could have got there. Like, they just didn't, the mountain's in a unique shape, I guess is the best way to say it. So when it came to lifts, I gave them a 5 for the lifts. Like, they're good, it's average, you know? They didn't have any gondolas, any trams, any, you know, chalets, like nothing like that. Now, runs, this is why we're coming to this ski resort. Like, how sick are the runs? And they are definitely covered with powder, but the only thing about this mountain is like, they had a bunch of sick terrain, they had a bunch of sick lines. Like, we had an incredible day of riding powder at Powder Mountain. The only thing that like kind of is like, is it's not that gnarly. Now, we went to the gnarliest section that we could get to or find and hike to, but overall, like, there's not like insane bowls, like there's no like hike to this extra super high peak and 55-degree drop. At least I didn't see that anywhere. So when it came to runs, I gave them a 6 on the runs. It's sick. You're gonna have a good time if you enjoy more mellow mountain riding. But they do have 167 trails. Now Terrain Park, my favorite thing at a ski resort, and they don't have one. Zero. Not apical. They don't have a park, which is really sad. Now if you're enjoying this video, you like my vision, and you want to support the dream of riding every resort in the United States, or just let everyone know that you're part of Team Buckhouse, consider snagging an Evolution sticker. We do have a ski version for all the skiers out there. Just throw it on the side of your helmet, your snowboard, whatever. Let everyone know that you're a part of Team Buckhouse, and yeah, it's overall, it supports the dream. It's how we afford to travel and do all this stuff. And I also do this for a living. So guys, thank you so much for snagging all of the merch. We do have like shirts and hats and so much stuff. Link down below, and if you do snag it, tag me on my Instagram, and I'll give you guys gear and sticker shoutouts in the vlogs. And then the vlog of this video is also linked in the description. Check out the description. There's a lot down there. Now food, we're gonna get hungry in the mountain. We're gonna want to eat, and I didn't actually eat the day when I was riding there. I literally just ate powder because we were ripping. And but they do have 4 options for you. They look very standard like any ski resort options. So I gave them a 5 when it comes to food. It's gonna be what you're gonna find everywhere else on a normal ski resort. Now views and scenery, we're at 9,400 vertical feet. They're gonna be some insane views, kind of. I wasn't too impressed with the views. Once again, because they're not super sharp, tall, gnarly mountains. They're all like Utah mountains kind of sit like they're a high elevation, but they're not like the Rocky Mountain. Anyways, I give them a 5 for views and scenery. If you're new to the mountains, like it's gonna be an awesome view, but like definitely not the most breathtaking view I've ever seen at a ski resort. Now employees, we would cover snow conditions, but Powder Mountain would get a 10 because it's powdery there all the time, and like it just, powder days last so long when you're there, as well as we go ride places on the East Coast, the West Coast, the Midwest, and then sometimes there's good snow years, sometimes there's bad snow years, you know what I'm saying? So that's why we don't cover snow conditions, but we do cover employees because an employee could make or break your day, like we had at Keystone, which was a horrible situation. Or you can have an employee like literally go above and beyond, and that is why we cover employees, because once again, if someone helped you with your rentals, you know, your friend got hurt and the ski patrols, they took care of them really well, you know, anything like that could make your time on the mountain so much better. So that's why we cover employees. And at Powder Mountain, we gave them a 6 because when we were getting our tickets and talking with the management, because they did have us come out, thank you again for that, guys. We had one employee who was just like working the help desk area, and he was super friendly, super nice, and gave us all the tips and told us where to go ride and what chairlift to hit and like what's gonna be the best, and like that was awesome. It made our day better on the mountain. So I wish I remembered his name, but thank you so much, and that's why they got a 6 for employees. Now the last category, the would I go back factor, because if I wouldn't go back, why would I recommend it to you guys? And I would 100% go back to Powder Mountain. We had an insane powder day, getting so many fresh, untouched lines all day, dropping little gnarly fun shoots, and like I wish I was as good at riding at like Big Mountain as I am now, because I definitely would have went a little harder when I was there. So I gave him a 7 on the would I go back factor. I would definitely go back for some nice untouched pow turns with no one there. Like who wouldn't want to go do that? So now before I tell you the score of the resort and who this is this mountain for, I do want to say if you enjoyed this video and you want to check out other ones, or if you want to see if I reviewed your resort, you can check it out on resortskimaps.com, or you can just check out the resort review playlist right here. And all right, what did they get out of 100? Powder Mountain got a smash like 57, which is an above average score. You know, 50 would be average. So Powder Mountain is killing it. Not having a train park obviously kind of hurt their score, but that's why we also cover the who is this mountain for. Now, I don't think this mountain is for the big mountain gnarly rider. I think this mountain is for the like intermediate rider that wants to ride powder, like powder snob, the people that only want good snow conditions. This is kind of what Powder Mountain is for, you know, like that I'm a good skier, I'm a good snowboarder, and I want to ride powder, or just basically nice snow that's not been absolutely blasted. But I also don't want to go hike to the very, very peak of this gnarly mountain and ride 55-degree pitch and it's scary and all that kind of stuff like that. So it's for the like intermediate kind of powder snobby person, which is, there's nothing wrong with that. That's just kind of that's who I think the resort is for. Now, once again, locals, fill in all the information, anything I left out. Also, let me know how I did on this review score. And with that, Team Buckhouse, thank you so much for shredding with us today. And as always, thanks for watching. Keep evolving. We'll see you tomorrow with another video, because it is daily on this snowboard channel.